Hello. Are we there? Yes. Hello, 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 hello. Lois, hello. First 2 comments today. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Emma. Hi, Sue. How are we? Are you okay? I didn't seem to have an event ready for this live. Do you know how I normally go live into events? So this one's sort of just posted onto the page, so it's slightly different. So in fact, let me see if I can share it into the group, just because it won't notify as many people as it normally would, which is just crazy. How do I share more options to a group? That group. Share. I don't normally do that, so that threw me then. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Oh no. Hi Melanie, hi Mandy, hi Paul, hi Emma. Hello, hi Dawn. Beautiful butterflies. Oh, you can't see this one. So the butterflies are our new theme. I thought, going from some of your ideas, spring is coming, butterflies, spring, very flowery. I wanted something quite bright, quite something I could change and still have lots of fun with, if that makes sense. So, yeah, butterflies. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. I was yawning. I didn't mean to. No, that's not what I said.
That's not in the location.
Okay, so I said tell me, and I was going to tell you another location.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so if I tell you another location, can you have another look?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know what that was from him. What was that voice? I didn't clock until he left. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Okay, so today we do have a new game up as well. Spring Pick. It's got a lot of components, this one. I had some fun. Which one should I show? Not that it matters, but I had some fun making. Actually, let me take you to this one here. Where was that?
In that location.
Is there anything else in there?
Yeah, there's more.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much, Bab. So let's go to this. Sorry. Let's go to this camera here. So this is box A, if you like. This is the medium box of our game. So basically, the game today, called Spring Pick, you've got a large butterfly, which is the 3 butterflies at the top. They are the larger size. This is the medium one. Again, we've got it written in the middle there. Medium butterflies, and then the smaller butterflies. So hopefully if I hold them against here, you can see that the size difference. So the aim of the game today is, it's a little bit different. In here is some flowers. Okay, so I would get the flowers. On the reverse side is, let's go down so you can actually see what I'm doing. On the reverse side is written what butterflies it would be. Okay, so I wouldn't look either. We'd sort of have a little shuffle and then we'd have a look to see which one you would have. So this would then pick the medium butterfly. We would then go across to the medium butterfly box. So let's just do so you can see. And then this one has got 1 to 5 butterflies. So hopefully you can see here with the flowers in front, it says the numbers. So this is butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You guys would then pick which butterfly number you would like. Okay, So once you've chosen that butterfly number, what that means is, for example, let me show you two of these. On the backs, so this is what the butterflies look like. I'm just going to go down again because it's easier for you guys to see. This is what the butterflies look like up close. On the backs of the butterflies, please excuse my bad paint job on the back, but on the backs you'll either see a purple square or a green square. If you get a purple square, nothing extra happens there. If you get a green square, it means you get a bonus of either an extra oyster opening with your opening or a £10 off code for the website. Okay, so purple and green on the backs of each butterfly. So again, the number of the butterfly is important because whatever number you pick is the item of jewellery. Now I'm not going to show you obviously the jewellery, but each, so this says small butterfly number 1 up to 5. All of the jewellery is labelled medium 1, 2, 3 in the bag. So for example, if you had the medium box and you picked butterfly number 3, you'd have bag number 3. Inside there is your item of jewellery. Okay, you'll then have your oyster openings from the surprise oysters for that. I hope that makes sense. And then I will retop. I've got jewellery backups here to retop back into the bags once they've been chosen. I hope that doesn't sound too complicated. I wanted it, I think as we go, it will become simpler. I think it's just, as always, when I explain things, I make it sound harder than it is. Okay, I've posted an order list on the page, so if anybody would like to order for today, you can do so. There is still space available. And those of you who have ordered, I've popped a order list on the page so you can see whereabouts you are. Oh, Judith, you're very, very welcome. I'm glad you are happy, my lovely. So, all oysters are available today. The surprise bag is back in play, but that is only for the spring pick game. Okay, so up first today is Marie Panther. Marie, are you here? Marie, hello, hello, hello. Marie, you have got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Thank you, Julie. Again, the birds are singing in the background today, so you may be able to hear them. You've sent a loyalty card over as well. Okay, give me a second. That's perfect. So that's 2 openings for you then. One more live. What 2 oysters would you like, Marie? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Dina, bless you. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for the stars there, my lovely. So Marie, mystery oysters. Oh, that's down here. Oh, I've got... Do you know when you get that like tingle in your nose? There's one. and there's 2. Marie, are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Can you get another card? Yes, of course you can. Did you mark it on the order form? If not, let me just add it in now as well, just in case you didn't add it on there. Add in a card. Okay, so let's go down to mystery oysters. Like I said, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Oh, perfect. So you would like to keep your shells. Cindy, good evening, my lovely. So Marie, oyster number 1. Gorgeous sharper pop there. There's your mother of pearl. We'll clean him up in just a moment. Now your first, oyster is a runaway down the front there. And there's no more in that one. So Marie, your first pearl out is a 2-tonal blurple pearl. Now he does look like he's quite a bigger sized blurple here as well. Blurple is a mix between blue and purple. So what I like to do is just clean up the shells here. And then if we dry this up, and we'll hold him up so you can see. So if those of you who may not have been here on Tuesday, we have got a new measuring board. It's a white one, so it does it is a little bit bright. So we are working on getting another colour board done as well. But we've got a different measuring board. So this is your 2-tonal blurple. So as you go round, you can see it changes from lighter and darker shades of blurple there. Okay, so if I pop him in the sand, that's your first pearl. Moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster. Again, a beautifully loud pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away you are twinning 1 and 2. And there's no more in that one. You are twinning with darker, I think they're forest green actually. Let me just clean these up for you, then we'll have a closer look at the colours themselves. Okay, so they are twinning forest green twins. Marie, what do you think to these? So you've got a 2-tonal blurple and twinning forest greens. Now, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. They are yours, and I'll just need to know which one you'd like to have on your jewellery. If, of course, you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you for colours of your choice. So the 2-tonal blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8 as well. So they are measuring the same size there with those greens. But what do you think, Marie? What would you like to do? Can you have one green on, the other on a hoop fitting? So one green on the jewellery and the other green on a hoop fitting, and then have your blurple as a loose pearl. No, I know, Bronnie, it's too bright. Up close you can read it, but up back here the light makes it too bright because it's in white. So we are currently printing it in another colour, just so then it's not going to be as bright, just because the white is obviously reflecting the light quite a lot. But yeah, the Aaron's printing like a dark grey one at the moment. So yeah, hopefully that one will be better on camera. So I'm just wrapping up the shells. Meant other green and blue purple on hoop fittings. Okay, so let me confirm this for you. You'd like to have one green on the jewellery, and then you'd like to have both the loose pearls on hoop fittings. And then of course, yes, I've already got down about adding the loyalty card to send over across to you. Marie, the invoice for the hoop fitting, or hoop fittings, sorry, both of them, will get sent across for you over the weekend, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, so I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. Can I not fill the numbers with ink or something? I could. So what we could do is, we spoke about this, so we could fill these in with like a resin, or I could try doing it with paint, I suppose, but a resin would actually go into these gaps perfectly. It's just obviously when it's back here, it's really bright. But I'll keep this one around because displaying the pearls, I don't have any loose pearls next to me, but displaying the pearls up close on these is really, really handy. So I'll be keeping this one nearby, even when the new one comes in. Marie, you're very, very welcome. I've wrapped up your shells as well, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay. Up next today is Janet's purling. Janet, are you here? I will, Sophie. I'm going to frame it, and it is completely, yeah, I'm a bit sad about not using it anymore, but it's starting to, it's just old. It's starting to be old, and like the edges splinter kind of thing. So yeah, it's best to get a different one. And I've wanted a different one now for over a year. I actually ordered, I had a designer do one, and then that had to go back, and then I had all the samples. So I've actually it's been in the works for a long time, and now Aaron's made one. Oh, Jan Suzanne, hello, 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 you are here. So you are first to have a spring pick today. So let's start. So to start off with, we need to pick a flower. So again, I'm not going to be looking at these flowers. Let's go down, and it's just, this is the reverse side. So this is the back of them. I'm just going to sort of slowly shuffle, just randomly grabbing some and shuffling. Okay, so nicely shuffled, and then the top one is your one. So we need to pick a small butterfly. Now a small butterfly is, earrings. So you have got earrings. So I just need to double check that. So you With your small butterfly, let's go across to this camera. It'll just take me a second to get used to the cameras. So the small earrings is this one here. So with the earrings, we have got 5 butterflies to choose from. Hopefully you can see this. You've got number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the flowers down the front do have the numbers on. They're not massively bold, but hopefully you can see there. So would you like butterfly 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? What do you think? So this is not only picking your prize, but it's also picking if you get a bonus as well. Can you have number 3? So number 3 is right in the middle here. So we'll just pull this out. And then your butterfly number 3 is you have got a green spot or square on the back of this butterfly. That means you get a bonus. So would you like to have a extra oyster opening, or would you like to have a £10 off code for the website, which just means if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a £10 off code that you can use. What do you think? And then I've got new butterflies. So this is a new one that's going to go back in that space. So you guys won't know what's on the back of that one there, because the old one is here. Okay. £10 off code. Perfect. So let's see what jewellery item you have got. So bag number 3 with the small one, which is this one here. No. Again, like I said, you're going to have to just give me a moment to get used to the different cameras. So I know this isn't backwards, this writing here. I do apologise for that. By the time I wrote it all out, I remembered, but hopefully you guys can see. So small butterfly number 3. Your earrings are the ribbon. Are they called the ribbon twist earrings, I believe, on the website? They are 925 silver. They are hook back earrings. You've got this chain which comes down the front here. So I'm just going to let it go down the front. That's a very noisy car. Chain that comes down and dangles in the middle, and your pearl which gets set on this pin, dangling right in the centre there. As you're wearing these, if I just hold them forward so it dangles, you can see that this ribbon actually twists round and makes slightly, what am I trying to say? It's a slightly wider shape as well. So it is, so yeah, there you go. You can see there that it doesn't just sit flat. So when the pearls are in the middle, they do dangle right in the middle there. So I hope you're happy with those, my lovely. If I bring you back up to me, so they would come with 2 oyster openings. Again, I will get faster the more I go, so I do apologise. 2 surprise oysters are down here. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? So we do definitely need to have 2 pearls on the jewellery. I know, Jackie, it was extremely loud. That's not a normal, I mean, it may be a car from around here, but that's not I don't normally hear it. So let's go down. Oyster number 1. There's one side. Donate the shells. Okay. And the other side. Oh, wow. In your first oyster, you are twinning with beautiful, bold, bright, golden pearls there. There's no more in that swim. Now these golds here, they are slightly different shades to each other, just slightly, but beautiful brighter shades. So if I get that focus so you can have a closer look, brilliant golden pearls from your first oyster there. Moving on to oyster number 2. So again, this is from your surprise bag. And in here, there's one side and the other side. Oh, and running out the back here, I think, yeah, you've got one runaway. I can definitely see another pearl there. And there's no more on this side. There's just a piece of flesh there. So let's squidge that one out as well. You are twinning. All going on at once there, twinning for a second time. With these ones, one is a bridal white and one is a snow white. Thank you, Bab. So twinning whites, one bridal white, one snow white. So hopefully you'll definitely be able to see the differences in the shades. So, yep, definitely. This one's snow white, this one's bridal white. Jan, you have got twinning golds and twinning whites. Now, I will need to definitely have 2 pearls for the jewellery. If you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. If you are happy, then that's perfect. So just let me know what you think and what you would like to do. Gold number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Gold number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. So the golds are measuring the same size there. Snow White is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the Bridal White is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So the whites are actually measuring different sizes there. But Jan, what do you think? What 2 pearls would you like to have on those earrings? You can do. There is now going to be weights on the lilacs. They have now been swapped out. So just confirm for me. If you don't mind waiting, then I can pop you down on the swap list for those. But golds on the earrings, that's perfect. So I'll write that one down. Are you happy to wait for the lilacs? Oh, bless you. Of course you can. Blush pinks instead. Let's go back down so we can have a look. I've already taken away the golds. Do they need to be exactly the same, or can they be slightly different size-wise? I'm just going to grab these two. So these two are different. One's larger, one's smaller. So have a look here. But if you need them to be size the same, then I can definitely change them as well. That's fine if they're different and you're happy with those. Perfect. So I've just taken away the white swaps there. and then these pinks are yours. So I've definitely got down golds on the jewellery. Now you chose to have our bonus £10 off code for the website. That should get sent to you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. Jan, thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've popped that safe up there for you. Up next today is Dawn Barbner. Dawn, are you here? Now I think I saw Dawn earlier, so hopefully, in fact yes, I can see Dawn earlier, so hopefully she's definitely still here. Dawn Barbner, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Dawn, please comment on the comment for me. It will bring it forward as well. Again, I'm just going to refresh possibly today. That may be the issue. No, haven't seen her yet. Okay. Oh, Dawn, hello. Yvonne, thank you for commenting on that there. Dawn, hello, my lovely. You also have a spring pick, so let's start your pick. Your flowers, let's go down. So in here, again, let me just tip them out this way round and I'll start mixing for you. Again, I don't know what's where, just mix in. So you have got a medium butterfly. Now a medium butterfly is a pendant, okay. So let's go across to this camera so you can tell me what number butterfly you would like. So these are the medium ones. Again, it's 1 through to 5 with these ones. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which number would you like? So medium butterfly, this number is going to be picking your prize, Dawn, and also it's going to see if you get a little extra bonus as well. Number 4, so that's this one here right at the front. So butterfly number 4. And you've got a purple square on there. That is an extra square. I don't know if you can see that, but that is a square, which means that there isn't a bonus on this one because that's the purple. But we still have butterfly number 4 in the medium one. So let's get this bag for you and go straight down. Medium butterfly number 4. Now your pendant here is not currently on the website. It has been on the website before and is now back in stock as soon as I update the stock on the website. It is the Dreamcatcher cage pendant. Now this Dreamcatcher cage pendant is the one which can hold up to 4 pearls. Let me just... Oh. So he's got feathers hanging from the bottom. He's got crystals dotted around to give it a little bit of sparkle. I'm just going to pop 4 pearls in here so we can see. Now obviously with it being... Why can't I... Oh, there we go. So you just... Works if you take the chain out. See? 4 pearls... Up to 4 pearls. Now depending on the size of the pearls, obviously if you had 4 really large pearls, it may be that it only fits 3 of them in. but it just depends. You can have a play around. So it does mean that at home, if you've got your loose pearls, or if obviously you get any now or any in the future, you'll be able to swap and change them around in the cage pendant. So here is 4 Autumn Peaches, and you may even have room in this one for another one at the top there. And then as you can see, oh, that's the reverse side. So they can just sort of move around, and then you can have anything in there. So I hope you're happy with those ones, or with that cage pendant, I should say. It does come then with 1 oyster altogether, which is the surprise oyster. So is there, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for? You're happy with that one? Perfect. So, surprise oyster. This one here. And let's get him open. And go down. So, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for in your surprise oyster, Dawn? There we go. There's one side. And the other side. So in here, just going to take that bit of shell off there, and we can definitely see there's no pearls on that side. I can see amongst and in the flesh there a lighter icy blue pearl peeping out, but let me still have a squidge in here just in case there's any more, and there's not. Okay, so you have got a lighter icy blue. So again, I'll dry this one up for you and hold him up so you can see. And I'll need to know if you're happy with this one. Of course, if you're not happy, we can swap him for you. It's going to be completely up to you. Oh, it focused for a second then. That was really good when it focused, but then it sort of went out. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. What do you think to this one, my lovely? What do you think? Again, if anyone sees Dawn's comments, just comment on them for me. Just so it can bring forward. I'm so happy with that one. I read that as when it was for the pendant. So I think that was, yeah, in reply to the pendant, not the colour of the pearl. If I'm wrong though, please correct me. Oh, it just doesn't focus. It's just too bright, isn't it? It's like we're wearing those goggles. Can you swap for a 2-tonal blurple? You can indeed. Let me have a little look for you. So I've got a couple in my blurple pot here, but then I'll have a look in my 2-tonals pot, which is... Or maybe I don't have any left in here. Maybe I put them all... Yeah, no. Let me have a look in my pot. I've got about 2 full pots of these, plus the two tonals, plus ones which aren't next to me. Okay, so two tonal Blurple. We've got that one, that one, that one. Let's find a darker bluey purple one to show you. Possibly that one. Okay. Oh. So if I go through these, you can let me know if any of these are what you're looking for. So the first one is lighter and darker areas. As you can see, not a massive two-tonal, but just slightly. So that's number one. Number two is slightly more, so definitely, so you can already see darker, lighter and darker areas there. So this one's the same sort of tones as the first one, but is more different with the tone, with the difference between the shades of the tone. That was number two. This one's number three. So this is more of a blurple, purple and pink. Let me just readjust. So depending on the angle, you can see purple, pinkly colours and then darker purple, bluey colours. Okay, so that one's number three. And then number four is again very simple. Now this one does have the imperfection on him there, so you can see that groove, if you like, imperfection. But then he goes quite light and pink round into the darker bluey purples, back into the pink. So if I just readjust how I'm holding that one, so you can see more of the purple there. Which one's number three, Dawn? Okay, so number three is yours. And then that's to go with your Dreamcatcher cage pendant. So you're going to be able to swap and change that around in the cage pendant at home. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there. You're very, very welcome, and I'm glad you're happy. Up next then today is Emma Favel. Emma, are you here? Oh, let me retop that one up. So that is a medium butterfly. There we go. Emma, hello, hello, hello. You have got a spring pick, so let's go straight down for your flower. In fact, I can keep these out of here. I don't need to keep putting them back in the bucket. So for your flower shuffle, shall we say. So I tried to make these flowers with the stems, but it just really didn't work. So obviously this is the back of the flowers, as you can see. And then when I hold it, so this will be the last shuffle. Okay. So when I hold it up, it was meant to be a flower. It didn't really work. Now you have got a small butterfly here. So small butterfly is earrings. Let me bring you back up. Yes, I topped it back up. Thank you, my lovely. So earrings is, I'll get used to the cameras in a moment, I promise. Let's move this one up even more actually. Earrings is this one here. So butterflies on this one are 1 through to 5, Emma. It's slightly harder for you guys to see, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Which one would you like? Can you have 4? So that's this one here. Butterfly number 4. is a green sticker. We're going to call them stickers. A green sticker on this one. Whoop, whoop. So that means you get to choose either to have an extra oyster opening tonight added onto your order, or you can have a £10 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have that £10 off. What do you think? What would you like to do? Actually, before I get that down, just in case, so I know where I'm writing it. So extra oyster opening tonight. Extra oyster. Okay, so it was small butterfly, bag number 4. Let's go down. Small butterfly, bag number 4. So these are your earrings. Oh, okay, so these are new, not on the website yet. We did, however, see them the other day when somebody won them in the other game. Okay, so they are stud back earrings, and your pearls go right in the middle of this flower here. So this one is a 5-petaled flower, and the petals actually come out slightly into a point. It does have some curvature and some shape to this. You've then actually got a smaller flower down the bottom there. Okay, so you can wear these earrings in a different way. So you can have that flower, that smaller one, pointing in any which direction. Okay, and the same with the other side. So pearl right in the centre of the flowers, and they are stud earrings. I hope you're happy with those, my lovely. So that then gives you 2 oyster openings with your surprise oysters. Where did I put the bag? Oh, it's right next to me. Sorry, I've pulled my neck. So look, with the oysters being on that side, in fact, I might keep the oysters behind here. What does that look like? That's not too bad. We'll keep the oysters behind there just because I can't really reach down at the bottom there. So, there's certain colours you're hoping for. And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? How long did it take me to do the theme? In what aspect, Mandy? Do you mean just popping everything up? Or do you mean like making all of this? Or what do you mean? So let's go down. Oyster number 1, Emma. There's one side. We'll wait and see for the colours. Donate the shells. Mystery for the extra oyster. See my brain. Thank you for saying. I'll grab the mystery oyster in just a second. So in here. Oh, you've got a flying sunshine yellow. Oh my wow. Look at that yellow. There's no more in that one. Thank you, Mandy. The theme went up in about 2.5 hours. Making the game took about, I don't want to admit, about 4 to 6 hours. But that's from start to finish. Okay, look at this sunshine yellow. Oh my wow, it is bright and bold, and I'm just going to pop it on there. Look at the brightness of him. He is gorgeous. Such a beautiful yellow. Moving on to oyster number 2. Oh, let's get this. There's one side. So the shell's split, so the knife, oh yeah, look, the shell's completely split. This is where I wish I wore goggles when they split, just so they don't sort of splash off like the shell. Okay, so if we have a squidge in here, a darker pearl there, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so he looks like he is a darker chocolatey bronze pearl. And then moving on to your last oyster, which is going to be the mystery oyster. Ta-da! And let's go down. You've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And you've got a larger, I think that's a darker purple, but let me just have a closer look. So Emma, 3 oysters, 3 pearls. Now we do definitely need 2 pearl colours for your jewellery. Your last pearl out is a chocolatey purple. Okay, so chocolate base with that purple overtone. You've got that sunshine yellow, so that bright bold yellow, and then that chocolate bronze as well. So I'll need to know what 2 pearls you'd like on the earrings. And of course, if you'd like to swap them, we can do so. Your sunshine yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then the chocolate purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. If the order's still open, Kelly, if you pop the invoice number in, then that'll be fine. I can link them together that way. Can we swap the small dark pearl to match the yellow? Now, let me see, because I might be able to do a pre-drilled yellow to match. Oh, see these ones, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. These ones are like a different, your yellow is very, very light and bright. These ones are slightly darker and bright. Right, so that one's very similar. So I'm just going to pick out some which are similar, and then we can have a look. That one's similar. Oh, that one's very similar. That one? Nope. Oh, stop running away. Right, let me have a look at those ones there. Or any 2 matching yellows. Now I can definitely get matching yellows. It's just your one, I don't know if you can see. So most of these yellows, let me show you. So yours is the one that's next to the chocolate bronze at the top. Most of these yellows are this colour, which is that slightly darker shade. And your one's that slight brighter, lighter shade. So the 3 I've added to the side are slightly lighter than your ones. So if you're happy to go for a matching yellow, what I'll do is I'll match these bright bold ones. So you've still got a bright sunshine yellow. Would that be okay? So for example, these two here, I think, yeah, them two are perfect. Right, let me put all these away, then I'll hold this up so you can see. You like the darker shade? Perfect. So as of course I'd be drilling them anyway, it doesn't matter that they're pre-drilled. So your original yellows up here, would you be happy with these two here? Perfect, perfect. So yellows on the jewellery, and then that leaves you with your chocolatey purple. Okay, let me bring you back up here. And then I'll make a note that the yellows are pre-drilled. Thank you, Pauline. So yellow is pre-drilled. Okay, so Emma, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives then. And that's safe up there for you. Just retopping up the butterflies. Okay, Emma, you're very, very welcome. Up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Thank you, Linda. Oh, I forgot to say, so the large butterflies are bracelets. Now, they are all silver bracelets. They won't be including the black corded bracelets. It's all of the silver charm bracelets. So the different variations there. Some are on the website and some are not. So it'll be definitely be over the next week and a half, Cassie. I don't have the exact date, but I can make a note to put the exact date on the page if you would like, if that helps. Let me just have a sip. So yeah, definitely over the next week and a half. Finish date for spring pick. Sorry if you see me doing this, I'm not being rude, it's just I've got a knot in my neck, so that sort of helps relieve it for some reason. So I'm doing this quite often. Okay, so Cindy Brown. Now, definitely saw Cindy earlier. Cindy, are you still here? If anyone sees Cindy, please comment on her comment, because that will again bring it forward, just because I haven't seen everyone's comment today. So hopefully I'm not missing any. Oh, Cindy, hello. And Karen, thank you for commenting on it there. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Cindy, you have got 2 spring picks. So what we're going to do is we'll do the whole run through, pick through up until the oysters, and then we'll do all the oysters together at the end. Okay, I hope that's okay. So to start with, let's go down. We need to do your flower pick. So that just includes this flower shuffle, shall we call it. So let's just grab them. I'm just grabbing them and sort of pushing them together, and they're sort of going in between each other, if you can see that. Is there a long order list? No, we're on Cindy now. Then we've got Yvette, Rachel and Bronnie, and I think one other order has come in. So that's Cindy and then 4 people after Cindy. So if anybody would like to order for today, it's not a long order list at the moment. Okay, so let's just do one more. Oh, there we go. So your top one is, I'm making a right mess of this. I might chop these off again so they can be shuffled easier. You have also got a small butterfly. Okay, so small butterfly is earrings, Cindy. I hope you're happy with that. So let's go across to the butterflies for you to pick. Now I will need you to choose whether you would like to have butterfly 1, 2, 3 or 4. So it's 1, so it's the butterfly behind the number. 1, 2, 3, oh sorry, 4 or 5. What am I saying? So it's only the large butterflies which only go up to 3, but the small and the medium go from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which number would you like? So this is picking, Cindy, whether you're going to have a bonus prize or not, and it's also picking your item of jewellery as well. What do you think? 1 through to 5. Which one would you like? The link in the comments for the butterfly game. I'll put the link in for the butterfly game. If you mean just the website, you can just click on that link, click on Pearls of Brecon at the top, and it will take you to the home page. So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Trying to get it so you can see all the butterflies. I know it's difficult. I need like a board behind here now so we can see. Which one would you like, my lovely? You're invisible. Can you have number 4? You can indeed. So that's this one here. So butterfly number 4. And he has a purple square. So that one means that there isn't the bonus prize on that one. So purple square, no bonus prize on that one. However, let's go across to see your item of jewellery. So small butterfly number 4 is this one. Let's go down. So these are earrings. Now these ones are new, not on the website yet. Again, we have seen them once before when I've shown them as a prize on one of our other games. So they are stud back earrings. And the pearls do need to go on to these ones. Now these ones can be worn in various ways. So you can see these little holes here. This is where your pearls are going to be set onto. Okay, so you've got these almost like a bow shape, which is half encrusted with zircon crystals. Now you can wear them so they are standing up, so the pearls are dangling from the bottom, like so. You can wear them so the pearls are dangling from the top. However, obviously with gravity, I do think that the pearl will sort of bring it down back to the side with that one. So sideways or like this. So either way round, you'll be able to wear those there. I hope you're happy with those, Cindy. And then, like I say, they come with 2 oyster openings, so we'll do those for you in just a moment. And then if we move on to your second pick, what one was that? Small butterfly. Okay, second pick, let's go back to the flowers. So like I say, we'll do the oysters in a moment. So 2 oysters all together. And in here, just mixing these up for you as well. Okay, so you have got here a medium butterfly. So this one is a pendant. So medium butterfly is a pendant. So again, let me bring you back up. I meant back to the butterflies, and we're going to look at the other one. Now this one also is 1 through to 5. So would you like butterfly 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Now when I start changing in the butterflies, we started off with them all facing sort of the correct way, not the correct way but one way. As we change them around, the butterflies may be on the other sides of the sticks, so they may start overlapping each other on the back here, which is why we've got the flowers at the front, so we can definitely see which one is which number. So would you like butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, Cindy, from your medium pick? Butterfly number 1 right at the start here. Okay, so with this one you have, sorry the camera's backwards, you have got a green sticker. So this green sticker means you get to choose whether to have an extra oyster opening or a £10 off code for the website. So if you could let me know, my lovely, would you like to have a extra oyster opening or a £10 off code for the website? So that was medium number 1. I'm just going to pop that there so I can restock that butterfly. There we go. Nope, not me. This one. I'm ready with medium number 1. I'm just waiting to see what prize you would like. An extra oyster opening or a £10 off code for the website. Can you have the £10 off? Of course you can. Let me just make a note of that. So that code will get sent across over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. So if we have a look to see what item of jewellery you have got, so medium butterfly number 1, and this one is also a cage pendant. I think the only cage pendants I popped in and they've both come out. So this one was a very, very popular one on the website. It holds 1 pearl at a time, and as you know, with it being a cage pendant, you can swap and change the pearls around at home. This is the snitch, cage pendant. Oh, I've popped it on backwards there, just with the detail of the wings. So as you can see, the pearl can be seen the whole way round. The difference is the backs of these wings do not have the detail on. If I turn it around here, you can see the detailing on the wings there. So that's the only difference from the back to the front. So when you're wearing it from a sort of distance, you won't be able to see that. You've obviously got this ball cage with the detailing going around the middle and then the wings of the snitch itself. So I hope you're happy with that one there as well, Cindy. So I'm just topping up that bag again. Okay, so that means you've got those earrings where we definitely do need to have 2 pearls on there. Then you've got your cage pendant as well. So that's 3 oyster openings altogether. So with the, I've put it up here now, haven't I? With the surprise oysters, 3 oysters altogether. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? 1, 2 and 3. And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Sorry, I'm eating a lot of my hair. Let me just... Oh, that was a big bit of hair. Sorry. Let's get these open. So 3 surprise oysters. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for, especially for the earrings, as they all definitely need to go onto the jewellery? Donate the shells. Okay, perfect. So let's go down, Cindy. Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. Oh, wait and see for the colours. In your first oyster, you are quadding. So as always, our surprise oysters do have a mix of 4 pearl oysters in there as well. There's no more in that one. So first oyster is a quadding 4 pearl oyster, which is perfect having a cage pendant. You've got these lovely pearls to swap in and out of there. You have got a black cherry, a dark purple, a bright coral, and a brighter lemon yellow as well. Look at those colours. So black cherry, dark purple, bright coral, and a lemon yellow to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have got a second black cherry. There's no more in that one. Now this one here is slightly darker, I would say, than the one from the quadding oyster, and slightly larger as well. And actually he's very... Oh wow, okay, so he's got like purpley tones to him. So in sections he's more purple, in sections he's more of a black cherry. So two-tonal black cherry and purple. Hopefully you can see that there. That's quite unusual, but they are such good colour combinations together, black cherry and purple. Moving on to your last oyster, Cindy. So again, your surprise oyster here. There's one side and the other side. And oh, in here you have got a dark purple, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so 3 oysters and 6 pearls. You've got your quadding black cherry, dark silver purple, coral and lemon yellow. Then you've got a two-tonal black cherry and purple, and then you've got a single dark purple as well. Cindy, I'll need to know which 2 colours you'd like to have on your earrings. Now, if you would like to swap these, we can do that for you. I'll just need to know what colours you'd like to swap out and what colours you'd like to swap in. The quadding black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Silver purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Coral's not a 5, not a 5.5. He is a 6. And the lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5 as well. Black cherry and purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And last but not least, that larger dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Okay, Cindy, what do you think, my lovely, and what would you like to do? Just going to pop that down a second. Okay, perfect. So if I hold this up again for you to have a look. Now with these, apart from the two-tonal black cherry and purple, I think I could be able to match all of these if you wanted me to. Of course, if you'd prefer 2 completely new colours, that's not a problem. But yeah, I think I could match these if that was an option for you. Those of you who have ordered, I've just updated the order list on the page, and I'll pop it in the comments as well so you can see whereabouts you are. Can we swap the black cherry and the silver purple for 2 bright oranges for the earrings? And can you gift the yellow to Bronnie? Oh, bless you. Yes, of course you can. So yellow is going to Bronnie. Again, it just goes on a post-it because then when I process it through the following morning, it then goes to the correct section for Bronnie, okay? So it's just got the details on there that I need. So that's up there for you. And then you'd like to swap the black cherry and the silver purple for 2 bright oranges. So these two, actually, I'll pop them to the side for a moment and let me find 2 bright oranges for you. Now the one that the corally colour you've got there is extremely bright anyway, so I'll see if we can get obviously a more orangey tone, but he is very bright anyway. Okay, so let's have a look at these here. Would you be happy with these 2 on your jewellery? See, so your one at the top's more corally, and these 2 are, I would still count them as a coral, but they are more of an orangey coral. Let me take these 2 swapped out ones away. So would you be happy with those, my lovely? So I'm just bringing back up, but if you're not happy with those, I will and can of course swap them for you. One, two, three, four, five. Yep. Yes, that'll be fine. And thank you. Oh no, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. And I'm glad that you're happy. So like I said before, the code for the website, that will get sent across over the weekend. So that's on there for you. And let me just write down that we're going to have earrings as the coral. Okay, Cindy, I hope you'll be happy with everything. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Up next today is Yvette Wayne. Yvette, are you here? So I'm just going to readjust. Oh. I've got these drawers under the desk right where my knees to go. My knees should go. So I have to keep sort of readjusting. So I do apologise if I'm sort of fidgeting today. So I'll move it. And then it should be okay again. Currently looking for, so Yvette is again somebody who I believe I saw earlier, so hopefully she's still here. I'm going to scroll up to see. Yes, I definitely saw her earlier. So Yvette Wayne, are you here? I'm just going to put these stalk down. Yvette, hello, hello, hello. So I'm quickly just popping these stalk down, just because I think it makes it easier to shuffle, kind of. Okay, so you have got one spring pick. So if we start mixing these up for you, yeah, see, that makes it easier without them poking out everywhere. However, they soon move. Yep, they're gone. Okay, so one more mix. Oh, which one's going to make it on top? There we go. So this is your one. You have got a small butterfly. We haven't had a large one yet. Okay, so small butterfly is earrings. So let's pop these over here. A small butterfly. Oh, let's go to the butterflies. I'm getting used to it. Butterflies for the earrings. Would you like number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Maybe that's a bit too tall. Oh, possibly if I move them down there, actually, that might be a completely... Oh yeah, look, then you guys can actually see the butterflies properly as well. So, where's number 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which one would you like? Oh, bless you, Rachel. I hope you feel better soon. Number 1. So that's this end. So we're looking for a green sticker. And you've got a purple sticker there. So you can definitely see there's a purple one. So there's not a green one there. We don't have the bonus item. But let's go straight across for your jewellery. So it was small butterfly number 1. Small butterfly number 1. Now these earrings have been on the website. I think they're currently out of stock on the website. However, they are back in now, so I just need to adjust the stock on there. These are stud back earrings, as we can see, and they come with 2 oyster openings. Now on the website they are called the mouse earrings. Okay, so they do have this mouse effect. They have the hammered effect as well, with the actual silver on the like edges here. So they do have this textured hammered effect to them. Now your pearls sit right in the center, and it's almost like you've got the whiskers coming out from the pearls of the mouse. What do you think to these, Yvette? I hope you're happy with them. So 2 oyster openings with those. Let me bring you back up while I top this one up here. What is there certain colours that you're hoping for with your oysters? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So 1 and 2. Just getting them open for you. 1 and 2. And let's go down. Donate the shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Surprise oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, and you've got... There we go. You've got a runaway there, if you can see that one. So a lemon yellow runaway. There's no more in that half. Now I can see here, Yvette, you are quadding with your first oyster here. there's no more in that one. So quadding with your first oyster, let me dry them off. Similar colours to the last quadding oyster out actually. You've got a coral, a lemon yellow, a Cadbury purple, and now this one is black cherry, but he's very dark. Gorgeous deep dark colour there. So coral, lemon yellow, Cadbury purple and black cherry. Moving on to oyster number 2. Good night, Sue. Thank you for joining us today. So oyster number 2. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, just going to remove that piece of shell there. Oh. Now to me that looks like a pinkle, my lovely. There's no more in that one. So a pinkle is a base pink, but then he's got like this slight purpley overtone to him. So we invented the name pinkle because of the mixing of the two colours. So base pink, but you can definitely see that slight purpley tone there. So altogether you've got your coral, lemon yellow, Cadbury purple and black cherry, and then you've got that pinkle as well. Now if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. Okay, if I run them through the board, we're definitely going to need to know 2 pearls for the earrings. Coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Cadbury purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Your pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Oh, let me get this focused again for you. Can we swap the purple and the black cherry for 2 small rose golds for the earrings? Of course you can. No, 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 don't drop. Ah. Oh gosh, sorry, because I can't. I got it. Sorry, because of my neck I couldn't lift it, so I had to, and then it nearly fell. Oh, purple and black cherry. Okay, so for 2 small rose golds for the earrings. Okay. Oh. Let's make. I shake the sand just to give it a slight level out. It just means that when I pop the pearls down, they're going to sit levelly, because if they sit differently, sometimes it can make one look larger than the other. Okay, would you be happy with those 2 there? So we swapped out those 2 and added in these ones. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so let me get this down for you. If I pop these in here and your loose pearls in here as well, then I'll write down that it's the rose golds from the jewellery event. Perfect. So I hope you'll be happy with everything then, my lovely. That's safe up there for you. And thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells. Oh, let me top that butterfly back up. Oh, hi Sherry. Thank you for watching. Up next today is Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? Yeah, we've still got spaces available for today, Tanya. The order list is not too long either. So if you would like to order, it wouldn't be too long of a wait. And Rachel, hello, hello, hello. So you have got a spring pick. So let's go down and grab your flowers there. Thank you, Bab. So let's just start giving these a mix for you. Thank you. Oh wow, look at that. Thank you, Bab. Okay, so one more mix. Let's just grab, there we go. So whatever one is on top, so that's this one here. Medium butterfly. Okay, so medium is a pendant. Let's bring you back up. Oh, let's bring you to the butterflies. Would you like butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? There we go. Butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Good night, Mandy. Thank you for joining us today. Can you have number 3? You can indeed. So number 3 is this one. So if we have a look here, this is also a purple. So that does mean that there isn't a extra on that one. However, if we bring you across, we've got medium butterfly number 3. So that's this one. Let's go down so we can have a look. Medium butterfly number 3. Oh, now this one here is a new item, not on the website yet. So this came in very recently. Now this one comes with 3 oyster openings, Rachel, and 3 pearls will need to go onto the jewellery. Okay. Look at this one. So you've got 3 circle drops where your pearls will sit in the centre. Now these ones do have blue zircon crystals, so halfway, so it's on the top half on the left hand side, right hand side, left hand side. Now as you can see, all these pieces all do move individually. Obviously it won't be able to fold like that once the pearls are on there, but they can sort of move around quite freely. So we do have to keep in mind with the blues here. Now a lot of colours do go with the blue, but because this is quite a nice bold royal blue crystal, keep that in mind for your pearls. So I hope you're happy with the pendant, and that is a new pendant. It will be going on the website soon. Also, Rachel, you'll have to let me know top, middle and bottom, if you're having different colours, what colour you'd like in each section. Love that. Perfect. Donate the shells. We'll see what comes out. 1, 2 and 3 oysters. And then, yeah, if you're having different colours, top, middle and bottom, if you have a preference. Obviously, if you don't have a preference, that's fine. But because it does have the different placements, I do like to ask. So let's go down. Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, you have got a blue. Now you've got a lighter icy blue there. No more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a blue. So lighter icy blue to start. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you've got a darker pearl. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so this colour here, so he's quite dark. Let me just have a closer look. And he is a darker gunmetal grey. So an icy blue and a darker gunmetal grey to start there. And then moving on to your last oyster. So again, surprise oyster, your last one. There's one side, Rachel. And the other side. And in here, oh, here you have got a large chocolate bronze. Okay, so 3 oysters, 3 pearls. Now, we can, of course, swap these colours if you're not happy with them. And I'll need to know what colours you'd like to swap out. So you've got the darker gunmetal grey, the lighter icy blue, and the darker chocolate bronze. So your gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, oh, sorry. Not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. What do you think? Sorry, Aaron's just given me a new board. And I'm just double checking that the holes are the same. So far they all have been. Obviously it's just because I'm paranoid that they wouldn't be. Because obviously it's done with a machine, so it'll print whatever you said, but I just needed to double check. Okay, what do you think to these? Different shades of blue. Okay. Are you thinking darker blues? Because I have got the pre-drilled darker blue. Oh, they're not all darker blues, but I've got pre-drilled blues here, so I can have a look. Or are you thinking lighter blues? See, that one there is not a midnight blue, but it's quite a dark blue. Okay, have a look at these three. So I've gone lighter at the top just because with these three pearls, the smaller pearls at the top as well. So I've automatically gone smaller to larger, which is also lighter to darkest. Now, would you be happy with those three shades? Obviously, if you're not happy, I can change them. That's perfect. Okay, are you happy with this order as well, or would you like it reversed or even mixed around at all? Let me just take these other ones away. So I've got the lightest at the top, darkest at the bottom, and like I said, size order there as well. Very happy with the order? Okay, so I'm just going to write this down. So we're going to have the lightest blue, then the middle blue, then the darkest blue. Perfect, I've got that down for you, and you're very, very welcome. So I just need to make a note as well, because these are pre-drilled. Again, that just means something. It means that I've not recently, but I've pre-drilled them previously. But for a pendant like this anyway, I'd be drilling them anyway. So it doesn't mean anything apart from I don't need to drill it now. So pre-drilled blues, all of them. Okay, Rachel, I've got that down for you then. That's safe up there. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And of course, thank you for the donations with your shells. That's safe up there, and I retopped that back up as well. Perfect. Okay, up next today is Bronnie Van Leer. Bronnie, are you here? This board you can definitely see. Thank you, Mary. Yeah. Bronnie, hello, hello, hello. Bronnie, my lovely, you have got a spring pick, so let me grab the flowers for you and let's go down. So let's going to start mixing them. I was going to try and sort the stalks out, but I might cut the stalks off ready for the next one because it is easier to mix. Which one, the new one, Sophie, or the white one? Just because they're different sizes. Okay, Bronnie, so one more. Oh, which one? There we go. So that one's on top. So you have got a large butterfly. First one of the evening. So large butterfly is the bracelets. So again, they are all the 925 silver bracelets. So let's go across. Large butterfly is a little bit different because we've only got 3 butterflies on here, mainly because we could only fit 3 because of the wingspan. They were quite large. So we've got number 1, number 2 and number 3. Which one would you like? Number 2, so right in the center here. Okay, so your butterfly is a green. So you've got the green sticker on here. That means you get to pick whether you'd like to have an extra oyster opening today Or would you like to have a £10 off code for the website? What do you think, and what would you like to do? So I'm just going to bring you back. So extra oyster opening today, or a £10 off code for the website? The money off, please. Perfect. Let me make a note for you. The code will get sent across over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. So it was butterfly number 2, so large number 2. Let's go straight down so you can see. Large butterfly number 2. And in here, this is the, oh no, every time the names elude me. So it's 925 silver, 7.5 inches. If I show you this one here has got the textured loop. So on every larger loop, it's like a twisted silver. So it's this textured link. There we go. Sorry, my brain went quiet then. Textured link. So we've also got small, what I like to call kisses in between. It's just these little kisses which, because they sort of crisscross over like this to link each link together. Now with this one, you can fit charms on which are on lobster fittings, or you can fit pearls on. It comes with one oyster opening, and you can fit charms or pearls on every one of the larger links, so all the way up until the clasps here. Okay, so let me pop it on here as well, because then it might not be. There we go. So I hope you're happy with that one, Bronnie. Let me pop him in here. So that comes with one oyster opening. Oh, let me just restock this as well, so that's ready. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells, Bronnie? And is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? The extension bit, of course, let me write that down now, otherwise I forget. So there's your oyster. Add extension chain. Perfect, I've got that down. Okay, so donate the shells. Is there a colour or colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. See what comes out. Okay. There's one side. Oh, and the other side, and you've got, can you see that? One's about to pop out, and you've got 2 runaways. Oh, it's opening backwards. I can't see. 3 runaways. What happened then? There's no pearls on that side, and I can see a 4th pearl in there. Bronnie, you are quadding. I'm sorry how that opened then. They're all just coming out and I couldn't see what was going on. But quadding with your oyster. So 4 brighter, very spring colours here as well. You have got a lemon yellow, a bright bold coral, an icy blue, and a Cadbury purple. So if I hold these up so you can have a closer look. So you've got lemon yellow, coral, icy blue, and Cadbury purple. If I run them through the board, the yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Oh, bless you, Pauline. Yes. If you have an order with me, or if you're planning to order in the future, pop me an email over at the same time and just sort of say you've got the Maddie bracelet and would like one, and what I can add it into your order for you. That wouldn't be a problem. Now, Bronnie, what do you think to these colours? I can add one of them onto the jewellery for you, or you can keep them loose and have the bracelet as it is if you would prefer as well. It's completely up to you. And again, if you are not happy with these shades, we can swap them. Swap for 2 matching TARDIS blues and match the purple. Okay. Now, the blues, is one of the blues going on the jewellery? Oh, that purple there is like the perfect shade. Let me just double check the size here, because visually he looks just a touch larger, but so I've forgotten your purple was a 7. So oh no, he is a 7. Okay, they're measuring the same and they're the same shade as well. Jump rings on all. Okay, so you prefer to have no pearls on the bracelet, so keep the bracelet as it is, and to be invoiced for jump rings on the jewellery instead. Is that correct? Again, I don't have any TARDIS blues, so I'm just going to get you some pre-drilled TARDIS blues, if that's okay. Again, I'd have to drill them for jump rings anyway. Oh. I'm just finding 2 same sort of size and shade for you. Yes, okay, perfect, Bronnie. Bear with me just a moment. Ah, there we go. Okay, so if you have a look at these for me, just let me know if you're happy with these shades. So the purples are hopefully, I think you said they're okay, but if not, that's absolutely fine. And are you happy with those blues there? Love them. Perfect. So if I just write all this down for you. I've already got the extension chain down there, so that's perfect. The £10 off code will get emailed across over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. The invoice for the jump rings, sorry, I just needed to double check if it was jump rings or pin caps. I'll write it down in just a moment. The invoice for the jump rings, that will also get sent across over the weekend, and it'll go to the email address that's on the order form. Okay, so we're going to have no pearls on the jewellery. You'd like to be invoiced for all of them on jump rings, and the blues are pre-drilled. Okay. No, you're very, very welcome, Ronnie. Thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. I've topped that back up, and that's over there, and I've done that as well. So they do open, Emma. So it is a solid ring, but if you have the tools, they open. However, I would, if you're not sure on the jewellery side of things, and because with the jump rings, if you try to open them, you'd weaken the metal as well. So you don't want to move the metal too much, because the more you weaken the metal, as anything, it will break. It is 925 silver, but if you are wiggling it around, it can break. So it is a solid ring. You will be able to open it with tools, but not just with your hands. Does that make sense? And I wouldn't advise, like I say, wiggling it around. I wouldn't advise that at all. I hope that makes sense. Up next today is Kelly Maybury. Kelly, are you here? I'm just going to have a look on the camera and the lighting for a second with the board. So this was the white one. See, here we can see the numbers. I think maybe when we've got the pearls on. This one. Okay, so I think he's even done a groove here, so I can put pearls in the groove. Ooh. And Kelly, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, Kelly, you have got a spring pick, so let's go down for your flowers first. So let's give these a mix. I'll use the grey one for this opening and see how it measures up, and see if you guys can see. When I say measures up, I mean if it holds okay while I'm measuring it and stuff like that. So Kelly, almost finished shuffling. I haven't got a system or anything, I just... Okay, so let's take that top one there. This one is a medium butterfly. Medium butterfly is a pendant, Kelly. Okay, so if we go straight across to the butterfly, medium one is here. That has got 1 through to 5. Would you like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Which number butterfly would you like? Now this also picks your prize and picks to see if you're going to have a bonus or not, Kelly. So choose well. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Can you have number 3? So right in the middle here. Number 3. And you have got a green sticker. Okay, so that means you get the option of a £10 off code for the website or a bonus oyster opening today. What do you think? Let me bring you back to me. So would you like the £10 off code for the website or the bonus oyster opening tonight? And then it was medium number 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll go down so you can see I'm not touching it or anything. Can you have the bonus opening? Perfect. So we'll do that for you in just a moment. So as you can see, it says medium number 3. Let's get him open. Oh, and this one comes with 2 openings as well. So you're going to have 3 oysters altogether, and 2 pearls will definitely need to go onto the jewellery. So this is the sparkle cherry pendant. So as the name suggests, it is a cherry. So as you can see here, pearl will sit here and a pearl will sit here. You won't see the sort of spike of the pin at all because the pearl will be covering that up. Now the leaves of the cherries are fully encrusted with zircon crystals. So it's got that little bit of sparkle as well, and then you can have your pearls on the bottom. Oh, I hope you're happy with that one, Kelly. So it will definitely need to have 2 pearls on the jewellery. Okay, I'm just topping this back up again. Okay, so with the bonus opening, you can have the surprise oyster as well, but you do get the option of the other oysters. So I'll get 2 surprise. Would you like a 3rd surprise, or would you like to pick one of the other oysters as well? So 1, 2. Which one would you like? I'll just top that up as well. Okay, I'm getting into the groove now. Welcome to the weekend to you as well, Suzanne. Haven't been here for ages. Still wear your jewel. Oh, I'm glad you love it, Sarah. And hello, I'm well. I hope you're well as well. Extra surprise oyster, Kelly. Okay, so would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours you're hoping for? Ugh. That one had a lot of juice in him then, your extra one. So we'll open him up first. So 3 oysters. Let's go down. Definitely need to have 2 pearls on your jewellery here. Okay, you'd like to keep your shells. That's absolutely fine as well. Okay, so I'll do my best. Sometimes they do break if they've got a slight crack in them. They do break when I open them, but I'll try my best, like I say, to keep them intact for you. Oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. Ooh, and your first oyster, you are quadding. Now let me just take this half away. See, there's no pearls on that half there at all. Let me squidge these out. Gorgeous, brighter, but also darker shades here. So this was the 3rd one I pulled out. So technically this is the bonus one. And you've got a very deep sea green, beautifully dark sea green, a TARDIS blue, a black cherry, and an autumn peach. Look at those. Stunning quadding pearls to start with. Okay, moving on to oyster number 2. So again, surprise oyster here, Kelly. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. Oh, look at that. Let me hold them up. You are twinning. How beautifully bright are those as well. So I'm just going to have a squidge here. There's no more in that one. Now these ones are autumn peach pearls. It does look like one twin is slightly darker than the other. And possibly, they may be possibly two-tonal. But let me just have a closer look and then I can confirm that or not. Yes, okay, so this is the lighter of the two. So he's only just slightly got a few spots on him. The overall darker of the two has also got darker spots as well, if you can see those. So they are actually spotted all over. I just think it's the harder for the camera to pick those ones up. So twinning autumn peach pearls, both of which are spotted, but the darker of the two is spotted more. Moving on to your last oyster. There's one side. Oh, sorry. And the other side. Okay, so in here I can see a pink pearl straight away. And there's no more in that one. Now this one is a two-tonal pink. I saw as it rolled out of the shell, I saw the two different shades of pink. So again, I'm just going to take this off here. Then let's have a closer look at that pink for you. So lighter and then just darker as you go there. So lighter, darker, just a touch of shade darker. Now, what do you think to all of these, Kelly? You've got a deep sea green, TARDIS blue, black cherry and autumn peach, twinning autumn peaches and a two-tonal pink. Now, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which two you would like on the jewellery. If you're not happy with these, I can swap them for you. Let me try this board and see how you guys like it. You can let me know if you prefer the white one or the grey one. Your sea green is, oh, a runaway. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5, and the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The lighter of the twinning autumn peaches is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Darker of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So they are measuring different sizes. And the pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Okay, can we swap the quadding peach for black cherry for the jewellery? So both of the quadding peach, oh no. So you'd like to just swap the quadding peach for another black cherry for the jewellery. Okay, have a look at these ones here for me. So your one is the one that's next to the blue. Then I've added one which has got slightly more pigment of red, possibly. So you've then got two slightly different shades on there. Is that okay, or would you like two which are sort of exactly the same? Yes, Emma, so I can pop the pearls in. So for example, with these red, actually no, just in case you're not happy with the reds, I'll show you it with the blue and the green. I can pop the other pearls in here, if it focuses. Yeah, so we can sort of see the two-tonalness because we can move it. So if you look at the pink with the two-tone, if it can see it rolling, you see me rolling and shading. The grey, okay, I'll let everybody know, I'll let Aaron know everybody thinks grey. But are you happy with those colours there, Kelly? That's great. Okay, perfect. Let me bring you back up here and then I can pop all of these in here. Have I done the butterfly? Yep. I'm just wrapping up your shells for you as well. So Kelly, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I'm just going to pop that. We're going to have the black cherry on the jewellery. Okay, so your shells are wrapped up for you, and like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything, my lovely, and that's all safe up there for you. Okay, we've currently got 2 people on the order list, so if anybody would like to order for tonight, there is still space available, and it wouldn't be too long of a wait at all. And this is the link for the spring pick. Up next today is Linda Southam. Linda, I've definitely seen you. Are you still here? I'm fine, thank you, Lisa. I hope you're well as well. Hello, Linda, my lovely. Let me mark you off as here. So you have got a spring pick. If we go down, I'm just going to grab the flowers for you. Okay, and mix these up. So good luck. I mean, I suppose I can start asking, is there categories that you guys are sort of hoping for? So last one. Okay, so here. You have got a medium butterfly. So medium is a pendant. Okay, so if we bring you back up and across to the butterflies, medium one, would you like 1 or through to 5? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which one would you like? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. What do you think? Number 2, so this one right at the front here. So your number 2, sorry, this camera's backwards. And you've got a purple, so that does mean that there's nothing on the back there, so there isn't the extra prize. However, you picked butterfly number 2, so that's medium, isn't it? Yes, so medium 2, let's go down, that's that one there. Medium 2 in here. Oh, now this one is new, not on the website yet. We have had one similar to this in the past, and when I say in the past, I must mean at least 2, possibly 3 years ago, but this one is a new design. Okay, so it is a fairy. The butterflies themselves I didn't make. The flowers and stuff I did, but the butterfly actual cutouts I didn't make. I did pop them on the sticks and stuff, but no, I didn't make the butterflies. There we go. So it is a fairy. Now you can see that she looks perched. So there is actually a pin which is at the bottom here. So the pearl will be right underneath the fairy, so it looks like she's reaching down. So if I move it to the side, you can actually see her hand reaching down. So she's going to be sitting on the pearl, so you won't actually see this pin bit at the bottom. So your fairy is sitting on your pearl. Okay, so she will be perched right on top of that. So the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery there. And I hope you're happy with that one. She's slightly 3D here. She's not fully, oh sorry, went off camera then. She's not fully, so she doesn't have the design on the back, but she does have, like I said, the arm comes out, the legs overlap kind of thing. So I hope you're happy with that one. And she will be going on the website soon. As always, supporters will get first grabs that way. Let's put this one on here. So I'm just retopping up this bag for, there we go. So that means, Linda, you get one surprise oyster. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours you're hoping for? Oh, we'll open him, but he's extra juicy. From the Isle of Man. So this lucky is like a lucky Manx, if I have pronounced that correctly, like a lucky Manx fairy, and we religiously have to say hello to them when we cross the fairy bridge to bring us luck. Oh, Lisa, I love that. I want to visit the fairy bridge. Oh, when I used to see my nan and granddad in the Lake District, we used to, every time I went up there, I built a fairy house for the fairies, and they had to go on the, like this big hill behind their house. Then I used to sat at the top of the hill waiting for the fairies. Oh, I loved it. So donate the shells. Now this one does have quite a bit of liquid in, so we're gonna see what happens. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for, Linda? So let's go down. Your oyster here. There's one side. And the other side. Okay, you've got a deeper chocolate pearl, and there's no more in that one. So a deeper chocolate. Let me pop him in the sand for you. Now, Linda, what do you think to this one? If you're happy for him to go onto your fairy, then of course we can pop it on the pendant. If you're not happy and prefer to swap him for a different colour, I can do that as well. Oh, catching the sand there. So he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. You'll have to go at the end because otherwise I'd need a very steady hand to keep that in the middle. I think it's just going to be a new... Oh, no, he's gone. It would just be getting used to the new measuring board and the new focusing angles. Because again, because this is slightly... Come back. Because this is slightly reflective... There we go. It will just take some use to angling it right to get it focused. Oh, I bet it's going to be crazy, Lisa. Amazing though, I'm guessing. Is it amazing for the locals? I suppose if you're into it, it would be. Bless you. But Linda, what do you think to the chocolate? Are you happy for him to become your fairy's perch, or would you prefer to swap him? I've actually got the bridal white and the snow white I swapped out earlier. Do you have a preference? I'll show you both. So we've got the snow white on this side and the bridal white on that side. Do you have a preference with those? If those are okay. Of course, again, if they're not okay, we can pick a different one for you. So this one here is the snow white. This one here is the bridal white. Or if you don't mind, that's absolutely fine. Because there isn't a lot in it with the colour difference, especially, for example, if you're looking at it on a pendant. But I do like to give you guys the option. Snow white, perfect. So white sand, it would help with some of the pearl colours. However, as we've seen with the white pearl board, so for example, with this, the white sand would do this and it would bounce and reflect the light back to you guys unless we're up really close. But then while I'm trying to show the pearls like this, it's all sort of going to be in and out. So because of that, I don't use the white sand because it just would spend half an hour trying to actually see the pearl. Now, Linda, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. I hope you'll be happy with everything as well. That's safe up there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells. Okay, perfect. Up next today is Yvette Wayne. Yvette, are you here? Oh, I love that, Sophie. Especially when it doesn't have to be pearls, but especially when you look at something and it gives you that memory of our children at a certain age or when they did something. It's lovely. It's magical, isn't it? Oh, bless you, Linda. No, it's not a problem. So what I've done, Linda, it's the snow white on the pendant for you. I hope that's all okay. And I'm currently looking for Yvette Wayne. Yvette, are you here? You're very welcome, my lovely. Yvette, hello. Star, thank you for commenting on that, bringing it forward for me. Yvette, you've got a spring spring pick again. So let's go down for your flower pick. So if I start, I am going to cut the stalks off, so they're all going to have a green line on them. Because if I take the sellotape off now, it's all just going to rip it. So last one, see which one goes on top. Oh, one popped down. Should we put that one on top? Well, let's do it one more time just so make it fair. Okay, that one's on top there. So you've got this one. And it is also the medium butterfly. So medium butterfly is a pendant there. So if we bring you across to the butterflies, I'll need to know which number butterfly you would like. We've got numbers 1 through to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which number would you like? Yep, there is still space available for today. If you would like to order those, Star, let me know, just because Yvette's currently the last person on the order list, just so I don't finish the live sort of thing, so I can wait for you. Oh, that's a good idea, Linda. I'll give it a shot. Thank you. Yvette, can you have number 2? You can indeed. So number 2 is this one. And you have got a purple. So purple does mean that there is not the bonus item on that one. However, let's bring you back and we'll get your prize. So that was medium number 2. So if we go straight down, medium number 2. Star, not a problem. I will stay on for you. That's absolutely fine. So if we get this open, you have got a pendant. Now again, this pendant is not on the website yet. And this one we've seen before, as I've shown it previously on a different winning. And again, this one has got a slight colour to the crystal. Now, I like to just emphasise that because, again, I've said again lots of times in that sentence, I like to emphasise about the colour in the crystal just because it gives you that little bit of colour already, just so then you can look and see if you're still happy with the pearl that you choose. This one is a more of a baby blue crystal. Okay, so a lot of colours do go with the baby blue, but I still just like to make everybody aware. Now the pendant itself is a double heart. You've got the smaller heart at the top, and the top half of that heart up there is encrusted with crystals. You've then got this larger heart at the bottom, which does overlap the smaller one slightly and has a little flick on the bottom of him. Now your pearl is going to be set in the middle of the larger heart. So the pearl itself is also connected to the smaller one at the top. What do you think to this one? You've already got him at home. Oh, bless you. Well, if you get it today, possibly in a different colour, you could wear it at different things or have it as a gift possibly. But I hope you're happy with it if you've already got it at home. I hope you're happy with the style of him. So that one does come with one oyster opening. So would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Let's do this one. Okay, donate the shells. Perfect. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for? So, which one? There we go. Your surprise oyster. And let's go down. So in here. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you think it's a quad, Catherine? Okay. Oh, you are twinning. and there's no more in that one. So your your oyster, sorry, Yvette, you are twinning with Autumn Peach Twins. Now these peaches do look very sorry, I said very verily. Very similar in size and colour here. So quite nice, lighter, brighter autumn peaches. They look like they're good sizes themselves as well. So if I run these ones through the board for you, autumn peach number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And autumn peach number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8 as well. So they're measuring the same size there. Now, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. And I'll just need to know if you're happy with one of them to go onto your jewellery. If, of course, you're not happy with the shade and you'd like to swap them, we can do that for you. You can swap one or both. Swap for a rose gold and a bridal white, of course. Now, I've got a bridal white from earlier next to me. And then, see if I can reach... rose gold. I'm just looking for one which is similar. Actually, no, it doesn't need to be similar in size, does it? Sorry, I was looking for one which is similar. Okay, let's have a look at these two here. For a champagne colour, you can. Let me have a look for you. It is, Karen, yes. That one there's more champagne-y. Okay, so have a look at these. So this one on this side is your rose gold. I went for a lighter rose gold, but now it's next to the champagne. They look very, very similar. So this one was the champagne. And this one, he's definitely got rose gold to him, but I went for lighter. So if you prefer to have a darker rose gold, I can definitely do that for you. If you're happy with them both, though, that's absolutely fine as well. And I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. You're happy with those colours? Okay, and rose gold on the jewellery. Not a problem. Carol, hello, I hope you're well. So I'm just writing this down for you, Yvette. So we're going to have rose gold on there. Okay, so I hope you're happy with everything then, my lovely. Thank you as well for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you. Star, so when you get to checkout, you should be able to click add-on order. I can't remember the exact wording. Let me see if I can get to it from the customer side of things. Oh, Yvette says click the box that says adding to an order underneath. Okay, perfect. So yeah, if you click the adding to an order set box, it should take off the postage. So yeah, thanks. As Linda says, go to the next stage. Don't click pay now. Don't do that. But go to the next stage, and you should be able to, yeah, tick to say that you're adding it to your previous order. Because obviously that's absolutely fine. I do know that your other order is here, so they can be added together. You'll do it for Sunday. Are you sure? I don't mind waiting. Or if you prefer, if you're happy to do it for Sunday, that's fine as well. It's not a problem with me. If star, yes, okay. If you can't do it for any reason, if it's not taking the postage off and you would like to put that order through, pop me an email over and then I'll see if I can invoice you from my end, sort of thing, and then it won't do the postage then. Sorry, my brain went then. So yeah, if it doesn't work and you'd still like to do it, let me know and I'll help out as well. Okay. Okay, so that means that is the end of the order list for today then. We will be back on Sunday evening. The live will start from around 7:30 on Sunday. I realised that the post again today said 7:30. I'm so sorry. It's because I pre-planned them scheduled them in, and I've just popped the wrong information on again. So I do apologise, but I can't speak now. Sunday is definitely 7:30 start. I hope you all have a brilliant weekend, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.